All right, hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here. We are so back for the solo challenge. You know how it is. Let's go Elysium today. I think I had a recording yesterday or the day before, but it didn't go through. I, for some reason, had a problem. I forget exactly what happened, but I think my microphone didn't work, and that was pretty lame. But today we have something pretty special, to be honest. I wish I had some energy, but Point Luna, loving the Earth tags, with Business Empire, great in solo for sure. Metal Rich Asteroid just to kickstart us a little bit, but acquired company and sponsors, like that seems unreal. Indentured workers, I don't have something that isn't an Earth tag, right? So I don't have any Venus or Jovian, but I could get a Jovian pretty easily. I could also get some Ocean. I could also get a cheap city, but I don't want it. An industrial center makes sense. And then self-replicating. I mean, all of these things make sense. The only problem I have is that we're so dead broke. Space station, though, don't hate that in the slightest. I think what we do is we take our discount and we go acquired company, and then that gave us Space Mirror. I mean, fine. Building Industries is also nice, goes with that. And then sponsors gives us another card. Tardigrades, maybe not. I have the steel to do something like Industrial Center. I could buy production using it. I could even go for a card with it, but I don't have to now that like Space Mirrors really opens up the ability for us to chase some power. So I think that's a really good turn. I mean, 11 income and a titanium income after the first gen is pretty nice. Does anything here require? No. We're gonna do the classic heat bump just to get close. Yes, tardigrade stuff. Adapted lichen is cute, but I'd rather play like everything else that we have first. So let's try and get that building industries online. We'll do that by playing Space Station. The only power income I have right now is Space Mirrors. So I'm going to start buying income from that. Building Industries is 3 steel now for 2 steel every turn for the rest of the game. And the fact that I have 2 titanium in hand makes me want to play spin-inducing asteroid. I could also just play an industrial center and get another bit of steel income. They're both worth $2 per turn. I have another titanium coming. I actually am going to play this. And now I have 5 steel next gen. And then, like, you know, much steel after that. If I'm lucky, or not lucky, if I'm patient, I can bump Venus twice and then try and get the free card. Heat income, energy income, lots of energy income if I can find some tags. The only other thing to consider here is Soletta is such a game changer. And I have no science tags. So, to play Soletta, I would have to only grab 1 card here. I could justify 1 card. I thought I was going to say more there, but like the power plant I can get for $7 here, but I can't use steel. And then the micro mills is nice, but it's not that important. So mass converter. Oh, I'm an idiot. The only card I could buy was Soletta, and then I literally didn't take Soletta. That is one of the dumbest things I've done in a short minute, in a long while here. Okay. Well, here's the thing. At least I got mass converter. God damn. All right, let's Subterranean Reservoir for a card. Maybe that will help. A Jovian Multiplier? Sure, I guess. We can certainly play this. We can get the Venus bumping. I guess we do that. I was just thinking, like, if I'm patient, I can do something else. But buying a fourth income doesn't seem like one more steel income. Am I really going to get value out of that? I'm going to do it just because playing spin inducing next gen is going to get us that extra card draw. And then I'm going to not spend the $7. We're going to bring that into next gen. I'm so sad that I didn't grab Soletta, but I couldn't grab both anyway. Oh, Venus, sorry. So Gen 4, Comet, greenhouses, trees, not so much. So spin inducing gives us card draw. I mean, Media Archives is a card draw later. It's like a deferred one. I really want a heat bump. I really want a heat bump. So I'm going to buy a Standard Project heat bump just to keep the game moving. Tardigrades is a pretty low investment for what'll be a couple of points before the end of the game, so sure. I could buy an energy. I don't want to buy another steel. I do want 2 science tags, but that's just illegal. I guess I take my $8 to the next gen, but it's so weak. Gen 4 audit though, let's do it. So 5 TR and $16 of production, or $11 of production, that's $16 overall, plus another $11 in metal value. So like that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Terraforming wise though, we only have 1 heat. Normally I like 5 energy and heat combined and a plant income. The fact that I have none of this is terrifying. I'm floating like $8 every gen, which is also pretty lame. But hey, it is what it is. We do have a space discount with a second space discount in hand. That could come in handy. And I have the Point Luna card draw, but the rest of this infrastructure is not that good. Like I don't have anything for Venus in the long term. I don't have really much going on anywhere to be like it's pretty weak. Oh, I meant to take a heat bump there. Microbes and Venus bumps and a wild tag is nice. A wild tag is our first science tag, but it's also mining quota for us. So that works out. We put 3 steel into this and we'll get 2 steel for the rest of the game. Aerobaked ammonia gives us the productions that I've been waiting for, at least. 3 and 1 is not too bad. Our tardigrade is a pretty bad use of microbes, but it's where we're at, so we'll just do that for now and keep chilling, basically. Let's get that in between a Venus bump and a heat bump. I think I'm going to take a Venus bump because there's quite a few cards that need like 10 or 12. Heather, SolarNet, these are good. Mining, maybe like $15 for an Ox bump is not bad. Getting more steel though is kind of lame. So SolarNet for 2 cards. Space Elevator, that's what I'm talking about. Ishtar Mining, that's what I'm talking about. I can even play Ishtar Mining and Mining Expedition, both of them right now, and then I can play Space Elevator. Now, do I use any titanium? It does get us a cube breakpoint, but I actually would rather just use up as much steel as possible. Because I have fewer building tags and I have some space tags that I'd like to play. Yeah, and next turn we're going to have a heat bump, so we're going to make sure that we use the government to set us up for the free heat income on the track. But like, that was a pretty good turn. That helps us with the tempo to get back on track. A science tag at 4% oxygen, we'll fight for that. Sulfur IO, sure. A mine is like quadrupling down on things that I don't think we need to be doing. Local heat trapping is also maybe okay, but I'd rather just let it chill here, let it ride. So heat bump there. Now, I don't have anything I can really do because I don't even have 3 Venus tags to go for card draw here. I think I'm going to unironically just standard project a greenery for a card. We'll see what we get here. Extractor Balloons. Honestly, I would have played Extractor Balloons if I had it this gen, so that makes it a good pickup. It's our first bit of Venus infrastructure. And what we're really looking to do here is get to 4%, which we will be soon. That'll get us to 2 science tags, and we can put self-replicating onto Ganymede Colony, and we'll be laughing. Yeah, we'll get there soon. So let's carry a lot of cash again. Get a little bit more. I mean, we need a lot of oceans, so I guess I'll throw one down into this blank. No, yes, probably. This is a card draw. Extremophiles is also pretty good. Okay. Oh, I meant to take... I literally took an ocean instead of literally the thing I said I wanted, which was a greenery. Oh, no. Why did I do that to myself? I could still buy greenery, but it would really suck. I wouldn't get extractor balloons. I would get thermophiles. I would get self-replicating. I guess I'm going to buy another greenery, and I'm just creating like this triple city spot for the end of the game. So sulfur reducing, extremophiles. Oh, wait, what did I? Oh yeah, I have a lot of micro cards now. I actually miscounted. Oh, an investment loan. Let's take the investment loan right now. What a great card to just spring into. And shuttles, we don't mind that at all. So the investment loan allows me to play thermophiles and self-replicating, which is nice. Self-replicating, we are going to target our most expensive card, so we can get $32 off. Even if I get the other 2 space discounts, it's a great use of our time. And I need heat. And I need Venus. And then extremophiles, I guess, will help Venus for now, because Venus is just harder to find cards for. I have 11 steel and 7 titanium. Is it worth... You know, I could have done this to get the oxygen up. It also would have opened up terraforming contract, but that's fine, because hopefully next turn... Do I really only have 2 science tags? That sucks. Next turn I want to get shuttles, though. I wanted to get mass converter as well. We just need to get a card like research, or even some of the science tags that are building tags as well. Like, that would be sick. Either way, here's the oxygen that I wanted. Research. Ask and you shall receive. Lava tube settlement. Don't mind it. Things that use our... I mean, we don't have any energy, which is bad. But things that use steel are good. So let's play research right away. See what we get from that. It's kind of really terrible that I don't have more money. Keep the heat bumps rolling. So like 4 steel on this, like we can do that. And then here's the thing. I'm like, do we buy the energy? I'll do a card draw first. Let's see what we get from playing our Earth tag. Yo! Beam from a thorium. A Jovian for 3 energy. That is so good. Even if I miss out on this discount, like, that's totally fine. Oh my, that's nice. Next turn we have 3 titanium. I think I do still play the shuttles now. But it saves me from doing that $7 click to buy an energy, which is nice. And then next gen, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down an ocean with towing a comet. Man, Venusian soils isn't bad either. We have a lot of terraforming to do, though, is the problem. And we do not, like Gen 10, like we are so far behind. Is there another science tag? No, not really. Because I'm at 3 science tags and a wild. So unless I play sulfur, which is very expensive, I can't get my 6 energy production from my other card. It's so good, though. Do I have the Venus now. Yeah. So that, then Mass Converter. I guess Invention Contest, sure. Electro Catapult is a lot of money. It helps us buy more than a heat bump, and I have the steel to spare. So it's $7. Now I want that ocean that I talked about. So we'll come here, ocean there, and that gets us a pretty cheap lava tube settlement in for 3 cards. Gets us a greenery next door. We got to keep these doublings. Thermophiles will happen this gen if I do this. The heat bump happens this gen as well. Extractor balloons gets us the extra TR this gen. And it will be able to trigger twice. I wasn't expecting to play something like Dust Seals, but I mean, if it's here and we can, sure. Then Heather. It's got to be Heather, right? It's always been Heather. Okay. I mean, that was pretty cute, I have to say. I think that with the Terraforming Ganymede, we should be able to hit 63 TR, and likely the fact that we have 15 points on cards is a good sign for hitting 100 points. Terraforming the whole planet is very spooky, though, especially with how few oceans we have. I don't know that I need energy cards now. I know like we have lots of steel. I'm selling 2 per turn, so getting one of these seems reasonable. Imported nitrogen is also microbes and an earth tag and half a greenery, so like I can't not take that one. If I put my 3 extra microbes on thermophiles, that's a lot of bumps. Oh, but I already have Venusian plants to enhance it. Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't know. Almost certainly, I mean, I have to do this click. This will be perfectly balanced for the last gen. This doubling will make you very cheap. You still cost money though, right? $11. So it'll cost 0 next gen. Which works out pretty well. The number of heat bumps I need is very spooky. So Venusian soils for a Venus bump that gives me 2 microbes on GHG producing means that I get a heat bump right now. I want imported nitrogen. I don't have an animal card, and I think that's okay. I don't think I'm going to get another card draw without playing the earth tag. So that goes on thermophiles because that gives us a Venus bump this gen and next gen. Earth catapult. Like I really do want you. It leaves me with like no money. But you just gotta do it, right? With an extra $1, I would play flooding, and I'd like to even put it here just to maximize returns. But if we put it here, 9 events played so far. So flooding here, media archives, looking at you, more steel from mineral deposit, 3 cities in play. Is there any value in getting tectonic stress power right now? Like, no, not really. That's a bump. That's a bump. I can extremophile onto GHG and use CEO's favorite project to make that a bump. Oh, we have so far to go. Do we have any greeneries either? Like, no. We need like a Deimos down. and a giant ice asteroid. And even then, that's all my money. So I don't know how that would be enough. Ice asteroid, though, is part of it. If we had gotten these worms earlier, that would have been 3 plant income. This allows me to make money because I can convert my energy into dollars in the last gen. And it only costs me a steel, which I plan to have extra. So this here, doubling, that's now free. You do a bump. You do a bump. I don't have extra microbes, right? Oh, I guess I would have with Venusian plants. I forgot about that one. I should have done things the opposite way. I literally said it out loud and then failed to do it. I don't know what it would have done for us. It would have made it so I could use my CEO's favorite project on like tardigrades instead, which would have been a break point for a point. But I mean, come on, what do you do, right? GG producing. We're getting as much like eccentric value out of our cards as we can, right? We are working it. No one can say that we're not. Do I need more steel? I really don't, but I'm about to get $1 back for every event played, so I'm willing to spend $2 to get 5 steel. Then let's play some double oceans. And then $1 back for every event. And a card draw, of course. Floating Habs is really not it, unfortunately. That's not very bueno, I have to say. I just need too much. You know, like doing a standard project heat bump and getting an ocean feels nice. But 2 more oceans, 4 more heat bumps, the oxygen, like, you know, there's just no... I had to buy too many standard projects this game, really. I can get 3 greeneries. Unfortunately... Well, actually, wait. With greenhouses, I can get the next one very cheap. And then the question is just, if you were to buy a greenery, would you buy it here just to get a card? Because, I mean, if there's any chance to win this, it's by at least getting 1 more card. Nitrate reducing. Well, it's worth a shot. That gets us up to 59. This could get me another TR, you know. For 1 steel, I can get my $6 from this one. $4 back on an ocean, $6 back on an ocean. That's technically cheaper than buying 2 asteroids. And then with the $13, I can buy nitrite. And that's a TR. And then look at that. We are terribly sad. We are so close, yet so far. Man, what a run to not, like, catch anything. To just slowly filter our way up to a couple Venus bumps away. To slowly filter our way up to only, you know, so much things. And remember that, like, even with playing extractor balloons 2 or 3 gens early, 3 gens early is enough for 1 more Venus bump, for the record. Because loading itself is so slow. It's a good spender, but it's bad at loading, right? We did a lot more work with thermophiles than we did with the extractor balloons, despite the fact it only costs 9 and extractor balloons cost 21. Like, we did a lot in this game to get where we got. And it's just not enough. It's just not enough. I mean, I could sell 3 cards and play Ants, but Ants is also nothing. Tardigrades is 1 away from something. Extremophiles is 1 away from the next bump. We're 1 TR away from 63, but we are horribly behind. I think that getting Soletta actually changes the script here a lot. Not grabbing Soletta in that, because I calculated it all out, right? Not grabbing Soletta there, even if I had to sell 2 other cards that I didn't love, would have made a big difference in terms of the Terraform. Getting 6 energy and a $2 discount on round like 10 because of how long it took to get the wild tag and then the science tags was way too slow for that card to really give us value. Versus Soletta giving us, you know, the equivalent of like, I don't know, 6 heat bumps, if not 8, right? Like, anyway, 92 points. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.